Hi and welcome to our YouTube channel, Tech Check. If you want to watch the world's best future technology inventions or best cruise ships, all the links are available in the description. Please visit our channel for more daily top 5 videos. Thank you. Today we show you the top 5 best new games of 2021. They are ranked and get better and better, so stay until the end. We start with number 5. Life is Strange. True Colors. Life is Strange. True Colors is a graphic adventure video game developed by Deck 9 and published by Square Enix's European subsidiary. It was released on the 10th of September 2021 for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and Stadia, and will be released for the Nintendo Switch at a later date. The plot focuses on Alex Chen, a young woman who can experience the emotions of others, as she tries to solve the mystery behind her brother's death. It is the 5th game in the Life is Strange series, and the 3rd main installment, succeeding Life is Strange 2. Unlike previous series games, it was released in its entirety while still being structured into chapters. It received generally favorable reviews from critics. Life is Strange. True Colors is a graphic adventure played from a third-person view. The player controls the protagonist, Alex Chen, to explore various locations in the fictional setting of Haven Springs and communicate with non-playable characters through the conversation system based on dialogue trees. Alex has psychic empathy power that allows her to read and manipulate emotions, which she perceives as colorful auras, to physically see how others feel around her at the cost of being infected by their emotions. Some of the non-player characters will have more intense auras indicating trauma or hardship they may be going through. When Alex interacts with them, this creates a nova that appears to transform the world around Alex and the character to reflect elements of this trauma, giving the opportunity for the player to figure out what caused their emotions and to opt to guide Alex in helping to comfort the character. In April 2019, Alexandra Alex Chen leaves a foster care systems group home after 8 years to reunite with her brother Gabriel Gabe in Haven Springs, Colorado. There, Gabe shows Alex around Haven, with the people having primary employment from mining company Typhon. Subsequently, Alex meets park ranger Ryan Lucan, radio DJ Steph Gingrich, local bar owner and Ryan's father Jed, flower shop owner Eleanor Lethe, her granddaughter Riley, Gabe's girlfriend Charlotte Harmon and her son Ethan, the town's sheriff deputy Jason Pike, taxidermist Reginald Ducky McAllister III, local miner Mac Loudon, and Typhon Mining's operations director Diane Jacobs. For number 4 we picked Deathloop. Deathloop is a 2021 first-person shooter game developed by Arcane Studios and published by Bethesda Softworks for Microsoft Windows and is a timed console exclusive for the PlayStation 5. In Deathloop, the player takes on the role of Colt, an assassin stuck in a time loop who has been tasked to take out 8 targets called Visionaries across the island before midnight, as leaving even one alive will cause the time loop to reset and undo his work. Further, should Colt die before taking out the 8 targets, he will wake back up at the start of the loop. The player uses a combination of stealth, parkour, attack skills, guns, gadgets, and powers as in Arcane's previous Dishonored and Prey games to move about the game world. They must avoid or take out guards, learn the patterns of Colt's targets, and to figure out the right order to eliminate said targets using guns, melee attacks, or other environmental means. The time loop in Deathloop is not strictly timed and is aimed to give players more time and freedom to take out these 8 targets in one loop. Each day is divided into 4 periods: morning, noon, afternoon, and evening. Moving between the island's 4 districts Updom, Carl's Bay, Fristed Rock, and the Complex, causes time to advance. The routines of the people in a particular district vary depending on what time of day the player enters it, and the player's actions in one district can affect the routines in the others. The game features a multiplayer aspect in which the player can alternatively take the role of Juliana, an agent tasked to protect the time loop and take out Colt. When the player takes this role, they will enter a random player's game and may interfere with their play. The multiplayer portion is optional and players can prevent others from taking on the role of Juliana in their game, instead leaving this to a computer-controlled opponent to try to stop Colt. Number 3 is Diablo 2, Resurrected. Diablo 2, Resurrected is an action role-playing video game co-developed by Blizzard Entertainment and Vicarious Visions. It is a remaster of Diablo 2, of 2000, and its expansion Lord of Destruction in 2001. The game was released for Microsoft Windows, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X and Series S on September 23, 2021. The remaster mainly updates the original game's graphics and network functions and does not change any of its item systems or game balance. Resurrected overlays upgraded 3D models atop the original Diablo 2's 2D sprites, and is designed to toggle between the legacy and upgraded visuals with a button press. Its cutscenes were also remastered. Resurrected supports 4K graphics resolution and 7.1 Dolby surround sound. Blizzard added small convenience upgrades while leaving the core gameplay unchanged. The addition of a shared stash lets players transfer items between their own characters, as compared with the original game, which involved a tertiary mule character to facilitate the transfer. Players can toggle automatic gold pickup, display ground items, and other small upgrades. The game now reminds players to spend skill points and reminds that skill point allocation is permanent. The remaster allows players to import save files from the original Diablo 2 in local single player and continue from that point. Unlike the original Diablo 2, Resurrected allows the secret cow level, also known as the Moo Moo Farm, to be infinitely repeatable by players. Please, like and subscribe for more daily content. Help us to improve our top 5 series.
Like a bird on a tree.
Our number 2 is New World. New World is a massively multiplayer online role-playing game developed by Amazon Games Orange County and published by Amazon Games, released on September 28, 2021. The game was previously scheduled to release in May 2020 and subsequently August 2021, but was delayed to its current date. Set in the mid-17th century, players colonize a fictional land modeled after the Americas. Unlike other MMORPGs, New World employs a buy-to-play business model instead of subscription. The game offers microtransactions in the form of skins. The players may form groups of up to 5 members, join one of 3 factions, Marauders, Syndicate, or Covenant, use node resources, craft items, gain control over settlements, quest, explore the world, or fight other players or monsters. The gameplay involves no auto-lock targeting attacks and, therefore, a steady hand at aiming is required. With each level, the hostile mobs are programmed with increasingly complex and strong sequences of attacking behavior skill sets that will require the player to counter using their mana, stamina, and health with timed attacks, dodges, weapon blocks, retreats, or crawling stealth. The weapon skill tree choices are currently for bow, hammer, hatchet, fire staff, life staff, musket, spear, sword, shield, and ice gauntlet. The character levels up personal attribute skills. Diminishing returns scale as an attribute skill level increases. The player's character also levels up weapon and trade skills. The trade skills are divided into the 3 categories. Crafting, it is divided into weaponsmithing, armoring, engineering, jewel crafting, arcana, cooking, and furnishing. The second category is refining. There is smelting, woodworking, leatherworking, weaving, and stonecutting, and the third one, gathering. There you have logging, mining, harvesting, and tracking and skinning. There is also a camping skill for wilderness and survival. 3 quick travel methods exist and, although no fast speed mounts are available, there is a set of skills for intermittent forward speed boosts. The player may dodge or climb most environmental objects or use the life staff to cross large aerial spaces. Finally, the number 1 game, Back 4 Blood. Back 4 Blood is an online multiplayer first-person shooter game developed by Turtle Rock Studios and published by Warner Bros. Interactive Entertainment. It was released on October 12, 2021, for Windows, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One and Xbox Series X, S. The game has been considered the spiritual successor to Left 4 Dead, as it is being developed by the creators of the original game, and features largely identical gameplay. The game was announced at the Game Awards 2020, and came nearly a decade after Turtle Rock Studios split from Valve, who published both Left 4 Dead titles and still owns the rights to the franchise and re-established itself as an independent studio. The gameplay of Back 4 Blood is largely similar to Left 4 Dead. Both are 4-player cooperative games and 8 players in a PvP mode with a focus on multiplayer and replayability. A new feature of Back 4 Blood is cards. At the start of each level, players need to build their deck with cards that adjust various elements of gameplay, such as modifying the player's health, damage, and stamina. Along with player cards, the AI director will also use corruption cards against the player to hinder their progress. The AI can spawn extra enemies, activate a fog effect, and increase the size of the horde. A parasite called the devil worm, it is implied to be an extraterrestrial organism, infects most of humanity, turning them into vicious undead mutants called the Ridden. Pockets of humanity attempt to survive in the post-apocalyptic world. A group of veteran survivors called the Cleaners fight the Ridden and defend Fort Hope, a human settlement within fictional Finleyville, Pennsylvania led by Colonel Phillips. Characters. In the primary game modes, the player can control one of 8 Cleaners: Walker, an army ranger and de facto leader of the Cleaners; Chris, the eldest Cleaner who acts as a maternal figure to the group, leading to her being nicknamed Mom; Holly, and brash young woman eager to fight the Ridden; Evangelo, an optimistic new recruit; Hoffman, a socially awkward survivalist and conspiracy theorist; Doc, the group's medic and scientific expert; Jim, an experienced hunter and outdoorsman; and Carly, a cynical lone wolf. Thanks again for watching. We hope you liked our video today. Please be generous in liking, sharing and subscribing for more daily top 5 videos. We appreciate it if you would help us grow. Tell us, in the comments, which topic you want to see next. Maybe we have it already in our gallery, like top 5 best robot animals or another top 5 video you are interested in. See you tomorrow. Donald from TechCheck.